everyone, welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Acacia Courtney. It is an absolutely gorgeous Saturday afternoon here, and we have 13 races on tap. 3 of them stakes races. We have 2 turf sprints in the Melody of Colors and the Texas Glitter, and the highlight, of course, the Grade 3 House Hope. Let's head up for some track and weather conditions as we kick off the day.
An action-packed 13-race program on a Saturday in South Florida with a nice carryover in the Rainbow Six, beautiful weather conditions, a fast main track, and a firm turf. First of the day over the firm turf at 1 mile, maiden claimers in for $35,000. Scratch the alternates 13 through 15. Jose Bautista rides the 9, Mystical Gal. The favorite was the 12, Looking Like a Queen.
Racing at Gulfstream. Toward the rail, Teenage Idol begins the best with Let's Not Get Too Excited moving to be second. Up on the outside, War Rose away in the top flight. Farther out, and Tweety Kitten looking like a queen trying to get over. She'll be about 3 wide. Out wider than her is Sister Gemma, floated 4 deep to the first turn run. As Folly saved ground toward the rail, so too did She's an Introvert. Back from there goes Maybelle, working 3 ahead of Monaco Princess. And then on the outside of her and trailing the field is General June. Opening quarter was 24-2 as they race to the backstretch. Teenage Idol and Jose Ortiz putting up the numbers with a length advantage. War Rose is keyed up while racing behind the leader, and the 2 path is Let's Not Get Too Excited. Tweety Kitten is 4th and only about 2 lengths off the lead. Here's the favorite, Looking Like a Queen, parked 3 wide down the backstretch ahead of She's an Introvert. Improving between horses is Maybelle. Folly's in the 2 path. That means 4 wide, Sister Gemma. 3 back to an improving General June outside of Mystical Gal. On the outside in Monaco Princess through an opening half mile in 49-3. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. 3 furlongs left to go. Teenage Idol held together up front. Walking for room is War Rose. Castellano appears to have horse no place to prove it. She's an Introvert's on her back. Wide on the course is the favorite, Looking Like a Queen. She's in range, only 2 lengths off the lead. After 3 quarters in 1:13-3, they wheel in. Teenage Idol set down for the drive by Jose Ortiz. His brother Irad on pursuit with Looking Like a Queen on the outside. Back to third and War Rose, final 1/8 of a mile. With the advantage, Teenage Idol Looking Like a Queen takes a run on the outside. Teenage Idol kicks a little bit more, and Teenage Idol is going to hang on to win it. Ortiz brothers 1-2. Second was Looking Like a Queen. Third was War Rose. Then She's an Introvert in 1:38-2.
Jockey Jose Ortiz secured the rail in the lead with number 1 Teenage Idol and held on to win it for Mike Maker in the 3 Diamonds Farm. Again, Jose Ortiz on board for the winning ride. Brother Irad Ortiz runs second on 12, Looking Like a Queen, ahead of the 8 War Rose, who got a great trip, but flattened out to be third. To the second race now on the start of the early pick 4 at 6 furlongs. Claimers in for $6,250. Scratch to 10, 40 fathoms. Luca Panici rides the 1 Tempter. Favorites were 4, Drink in My Hand, and 6, Oh My Warrior.
And they're off. Level beginning. Sherpa being centaured from the center to try to get to the front. Moving with him is Off Duty, and Jack's a Warrior makes it a party. In between horses, Drink in My Hand looking for position. He'll land 4th. 5th inside is Tempter, followed between horses by Oh My Warrior. Giant Dilemma's on his outside, Game Day Drama's on his inside, and Rock You is last. It's a 3-way scrum past the half-mile point with the leader Off Duty by a neck. 3 wide, Jack's a Warrior toward the inside, and Sherpa. They've went 22 seconds flat to the opening quarter station. They lead 5 on Drink in My Hand, who's trying to run home, but Tempter's making ground on him. And here's Tempter with an inside lane. Panici has him running as Drink in My Hand's wanting to get out pretty bad. Then it's a gap of another 2 to Oh My Warrior as they run to the top of the stretch. Here's Tempter taking his shot at Jack's a Warrior, who comes away with the lead. Giant Dilemma running home. Oh My Warrior just to his inside. He's 5 lengths off the lead with a 1/4 mile left to go. 45-3 for a half-mile speed. The leader now is Tempter to the attack. Giant Dilemma toward the inside. Oh My Warrior putting his best foot forward as Giant Dilemma now hits a narrow lead. Oh My Warrior toward the inside. Tempter between. 3 chances here. They come to the wire. Oh My Warrior! Oh My Warrior and Irad Ortiz Jr. weaved through traffic and kicked on to win it in 1:11-4.
Number 6, Oh My Warrior, with a very nice ride by jockey Irad Ortiz Jr. He had to work overtime on this Son of Poseidon's Warrior, but he got the job done in the shadow of the wire for the Black and White Express of Rich Avrill's Averill Racing Stable and trainer Georgina Baxter. Second 9, Giant Dilemma, in a huge effort ahead of the 1 Tempter, who ran third.
Fulfilled, tries to do it every step. Strike power. Less than a 60 will spring the upset.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon, a mile and a 16th over the turf. Claimers in for $16,000. Scratch the 11 and 13. Alvaro Doniz rides number 9, Manhattan Project. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Follow the signs away well, ride to the sunset moving up. It's a New Year has speed. These the first three out. Away on the outside in Wigwam Summer to take over fourth. Then comes the gray Naughty Buoy with Snake Oil Charlie toward the rail. Major Attitudes trying to get over from the high draw, racing a length in front of Smart Return with Are You Talking to Me? Four Nights is second last, and the early trailer is Manhattan Project. Into the first turn they go. Jaramillo took off the duel with Ride to the Sunset, so follow the signs, and Rafael Hernandez with the advantage a length and a half. Racing in second now as It's a New Year. Wigwam Summer is third. Ride to the Sunset fourth. Naughty Buoy is fifth, racing ahead of the three wide Major Attitude. Then Snake Oil Charlie with Smart Return between horses. A length and a half in front of the team of Four Nights and Are You Talking to Me? And Manhattan Project is last. The opening quarter was 24-1. Down the backstretch they go. Pace pressure for the leader. Follow the signs from It's a New Year in the two-path. Ride to the Sunset creeps a bit closer with Wigwam Summer on his outside. Back to fifth is Naughty Buoy getting ready for a three-wide move. Then it's the team of Major Attitude, Snake Oil Charlie, and Smart Return. Are You Talking to Me will have to go wide on the corner with Four Nights and Manhattan Project at the back of the group as they round the far turn. 49 seconds for the opening half mile. It's a New Year. Let Go on the outside to take the lead. Follow the signs, tries to kick back second. Wigwam Summer is third. Major Attitude wide while gaining. Follow Ride to the Sunset looks for racing room as they wheel in. It's a New Year has the lead off the corner and leads by 2.5. Racing up on the outside in Wigwam Summer with Major Attitude down the center and Are You Talking to Me? Final eighth of a mile. It's a New Year and Jose Ortiz are clear to the wire. It's a New Year gives Ortiz and Maker 2 on the card. Are You Talking to Me is second, closer for third. Wigwam Summer or Major Attitude in 1:43 and 4.
Give Jose Ortiz 2 out of the first 3 today as he gets home with number 6, It's a New Year. Mike Baker gets a training double quickly on the card, and owner Joseph Michael has a pretty nice horse on his hands as It's a New Year remains in great form. Second, number 8, Are You Talking to Me? Ahead of number 10, Wigwam Summer, who ran third. We move now to the fourth race of the day at 6 furlongs. Claimers in for $12,500. These are 3-year-olds. Off-time favorites included 4, Mystery Witness, and 8, Vinny Van Gogh.
And they're off. St. Michael was away well toward the inside. Ebrio has speed, splitting horses Vinny Van Gogh. Mystery Witness wants to find some forward position as they raced inside that opening quarter as Ebrio speeds to a clear advantage. Ebrio and Jockey Jose Bautista on top 2.5. Mystery Witness on the chase in second. Vinny Van Gogh is wide with Papa Y. St. Michael is comfortable enough, racing in fifth while on hold for Irad Ortiz Jr., 2 lengths in front of Bradshaw. Then comes Astro Empire and out the back door, Best Thunder. 22-1 for a rock-solid opening quarter speed as there's less than 3 furlongs to go. Ebrio has gone fast, and he now feels the strain as Mystery Witness moves to challenge, and Vinny Van Gogh let go 3 wide on the outside. These 3 kick on. Back at the inside, and St. Michael looking to get out from behind Ebrio's heels through a 45 3/2 mile. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Mystery Witness, Vinny Van Gogh. These 2 locked in battle with an eighth of a mile to go. Mystery Witness on the inside, Vinny Van Gogh on the outside. Final eighth of a mile. Nothing gives here. Mystery Witness digging down on the outside, and Vinny Van Gogh. Vinny Van Gogh, Mystery Witness. Mystery Witness, Vinny Van Gogh. Mystery Witness turned him away. Hooked every step of the stretch run. Mystery Witness battled on and held on to win it from Vinny Van Gogh and St. Michael.
That wasn't a fight, it was a war as Mystery Witness and Vinny Van Gogh shoulder to shoulder for the entire stretch run, and Mystery Witness proves gamest of all, winning 3 in a row in the process under Misael Jaramillo for Jorge Navarro and owner Joseph Bessaker. Second, number 8, Vinny Van Gogh ahead of the 7, St. Michael, who completes the formful try. We move now to the 5th race of the afternoon over the main track at a mile and a 16th. It's the first finish line race. Allowance horses went postward here. The field of 8 went postward with the favorite as 2, Brasstown.
And they're off. The big favorite, Brasstown, breaks right on cue and goes looking for a clear advantage. Up on the outside, Eye of a Jedi. And the Pink Silks floats a bit wide but moves into second. Saving ground toward the fence, that's Tiz Mischief. He'll be only about 2 lengths off the lead. Widest of all, J-Boy Zecco with High Kodiak Warrior not far away. It's a slow early pace. The Gray Biblical is third last. Second last is Red Crescent. And the early trailer is Seeking Albert. Around the first turn they go, and Juarez and Brasstown have the lead, and they're comfortable. They lead the way by a length over Eye of a Jedi in second and Tiz Mischief third. J-Boy Zecco on the outside is fourth. High Kodiak Warrior between horses. Then back to Biblical ahead of Seeking Albert, and at the rail, Red Crescent. Opening quarter went in 25 seconds flat. Down the backstretch they go. It's Brasstown in front 3/4 of a length. Eye of a Jedi is still in striking distance, while second, 2 back to Tiz Mischief in third. J-Boy Zecco in the Blue Silks 3 wide and a joint fourth alongside High Kodiak Warrior. Then it's a length and a half to Biblical, who's getting scrubbed on while trying to make ground. 3 in front of Red Crescent, and Seeking Albert's not keeping up. The opening half mile was 49 seconds flat as they swing around the far turn. Brasstown has to sprint now as Eye of a Jedi is on the attack. High Kodiak Warrior 3 wide and moving well as Brasstown fights to hold it. In fact, Brasstown has dropped anchor. Brasstown is gone after a soft half mile as they move past the quarter-mile pole. Short stretch to work with, and the leader is Eye of a Jedi by a length and a quarter. On the outside, and High Kodiak Warrior second. Biblical is third. Tiz Mischief is fourth, and now there's an eighth of a mile to go. Eye of a Jedi trying to turn away the challenges. Biblical surging at him on the outside, and High Kodiak Warrior between. 3 chances here as they come to the wire. It's Biblical in time. Biblical and Johnny V nailed High Kodiak Warrior. Then Eye of a Jedi and Tiz Mischief at 144 and 1.
Numbers 5, Biblical, was a very expensive purchase by the China Horse Club, but he has to be considered a bit of a disappointment, being by Tappet and a half to Princess of Silmar. However, he did get the victory here today and did it in nice fashion. A strong ride from Johnny V for Todd Pletcher and the China Horse Club International. Let's go now to race number 6, start of the second pick 4 today at a mile on turf. Allowance horses went to the gate here with a scratch of the 10, Be Gone Daddy. We had 9 lining up. The favorite was the 4, Lemonist.
And they're off. Out wide, that's First Warrior who gets the first call, but sent through at the fence is Cheyenne's Colonel, and Cheyenne's Colonel and Gary Wales on the offensive to take the lead. Fred's Twirling Candy is in stride with First Warrior second and third. At the rail in Time to Travel with Daddy's Cozy in a bit tight. Daddy's Cozy has to tap on the brakes as Time to Travel also in tight toward the rail. Then it's Lemonist. On his outside goes Penalty, and the 2 at the back are King of Spades and Too Much Data. 23 and 4 for the opening quarter speed. Cheyenne's Colonel at a big number gets clear to lead the race a length and a half over Fred's Twirling Candy second. First Warrior is now third. Daddy's Cozy is fourth. Out 3 wide and Penalty, then Time to Travel toward the fence. Lemonist is unhurried at this stage, third last ahead of King of Spades, and Too Much Data's at the back. The opening quarter was 23 and 4. The half mile was 47 and 2. Up front, Cheyenne's Colonel aggressively handled and still 4 on top. Fred's Twirling Candy second, First Warrior third. Penalty in the slipstream of the second horse races from fourth. Then Lookin' Cozy 3 wide and King of Spades. Lemonist has an awful lot to do and traffic to overcome. Then Too Much Data, and at the back is Time to Travel. And up front, it's Cheyenne's Colonel. Cheyenne's Colonel at a big number, still in front. Fred's Twirling Candy, Penalty to the clear. Lemonist is shaking free, and here he comes now. Down the center for Ortiz. It's Lemonist getting on track as Fred's Twirling Candy hits a narrow lead. Lemonist on the outside, towers to the front. Penalty's up into second, but Lemonist is a winner. It's Lemonist in front. Penalty second, Fred's Twirling Candy was third, then Daddy's Cozy in 135 and 1.
Jose Ortiz completes a hat trick on the program as number 4, Lemonist, wheeled into the clear at the top of the stretch and rolled down the lane, giving Todd Pletcher his second winner of the day. Jose gets 3 on the card. The owners are the breeders, Wertheimer and Frere. Number 8, Penalty, with a good run second ahead of the 9, Fred's Twirling Candy, ran third. We'll be right back.
And Go Zepper is pulling away. Zapper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Ozama again has won. Go Zapper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 7 on the program at a mile on turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Scratch 11, 13, 14, 15, and 16. We did have a late rider change on the 12 Coniston. Irad Ortiz Jr. injured in race number 6. Luca Panici picks up the call. Irad would ride later on the day.
And they're off. Good start for Vino, who hits the ground running. Up on the outside, Taxman has some speed. Moving between horses, that's Vassy with Ding Dong Ditch. In tight toward the rail is Money Trend. Then back to Silver Beach. Jago's Fire working over from the high draw. 3 wide and Emperor John. Appreciato's at the rail, and the early trailer is Storm Peak. Around the first turn they go with the advantage. It's Vino and Alban Jimenez in front, 3/4 of a length. Now making a neck as Taxman keeps the pressure on second. Up on the outside, that's Coniston, a 3 wide third. Back to fourth is Vassy racing ahead of Ding Dong Ditch. Next at the rail is Money Trend, followed by Silver Beach. Appreciato is at the rail. Jago's Fireworks between horses with Emperor John out wide, and the trailer is Storm Peak. 23-3 for the opening quarter speed as they head to the half-mile point. With the advantage, it's long shot Taxman and Jose Bautista through a 47.5 mile, striding clear to a 3-length lead. Up on the outside, Coniston is now second with Vino third. Jago's Fire and Joe Bravo moving to the leaders while 3 wide fourth. Ding Dong Ditch needs some place to go under Ortiz toward the fence and Vassy. Then Silver Beach at the rail and Money Trend as they run to the top of the stretch. Less than 5/16 to go. The advantage belongs to Taxman. Vino is back for more. Jago's Fire, the big horse, plots a 4 wide of course. Silver Beach 5 wide. Ding Dong Ditch has no place to go as they wheel in. There's an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Silver Beach and Jago's Fire converge on Coniston and Vino. Ding Dong Ditch is going to try to knife between. Down the center, Appreciato. He's going best of all. Appreciato from downtown to win it at 5-1. Money Trend was second and closer for third in 137-1.
Down the center for the victory at 5-1. It's one Appreciato who comes from the clouds to get the money under Lionel Reyes for Olympia Star Incorporated and trainer Mikhail Yannikov. Number 2, Money Trend, got up for second ahead of the 5, Ding Dong Ditch, who had a horrendous run of it. He never found room and had to settle for third. To the 8th race now, leadoff leg of today's Rainbow 6 at 5.5 furlong maiden claimer. Price tag here, $12,500. Scratch the 10 and the 13, a field of 11. The off-time favorites included the 2, WW Cougar, and number 6, Chesapeake Bay.
And they're off. Level beginning. Snell Flicka from the fence is the first to get underway and quickly moves to a 2-length lead. Amani Izzy is out of there in second. Chesapeake Bay splits runners to be third. Then a touch of Dixie. WW Cougar is at the rail. They're followed by Grand Mary outside of Rocky. Moving out the rail is All About Hay. Wide on the course goes Low Round Top, and Tessaroo is last of all inside half a mile from home. They swing around the far turn. Snell Flicka tackled and passed by Amani Izzy, who at the 3 furlong point sticks a neck on top. Chesapeake Bay is third. WW Cougar is fourth. A gap of 6. Running on from 5th is Rocky as they move to the top of the stretch. There's a 1/4 of a mile left to go. Many chances here. Snell Flicka's back for more. Amani Izzy is in the 2 path, widest of all in Chesapeake Bay. Running home a bit is All About Hay with an inside lane. 1/8 of a mile to go. Snell Flicka pins her ears and goes for more. Down the center, Chesapeake Bay. Here's the late run from Rocky. Rocky's got to be a huge price and is coming on down the center. Rocky tries to get Snell Flicka. Snell Flicka, Rocky on the outside. These two, Rocky is in time. And she's 15-1.
A long sustained run from the back and an upset to kick off the Saturday Rainbow 6 as number 8 Rocky gets the victory under Carlos Lugo for Black Chevron Racing Stable and trainer Eduardo Esperua Jr. Second, number 1 Snell Flicka, and a great try ahead of number 3 All About Hay, who had to settle for third. To the 9th race now at 5 furlongs on turf. This was the Melody of Color Stakes, 3-year-old fillies for $75,000. A field of 9. The favorite was the 1, Beechwood Ebba.
Racing in the Melody of Color Stakes. Play On from the far outside is centered by Bridge Mahan to try to get a clear advantage and get over from the top shelf, and she'll do both. Play On is sharp early. Just Ain't Right is second. Don't Make Fun is third. Wide on the course in question of the day with Road Tiger. Beachwood Ella is at the rail. That was Ginger Nut who slammed on the brakes while third last. Catch a Thrill second last, and Long Shot Decorated Ace as last of all as they chase Play On. Less than 3/8 to go. Play On leads by 2.5. Second is Just Ain't Right on the outside. Question of the day is now third. Two back to the outside. Fourth goes Road Tiger ahead of Don't Make Fun. Then Beachwood Ella, who's 7 lengths to make up and less than a quarter of a mile to do it in as they wheel in. It's Play On into front by 2.5. Just Ain't Right tries to get after. Second, a late run from Ginger Nut down the stand side. Final 1/8 of a mile, and Play On is running on. Play On and Sean Bridgemahan in a gate-to-wire win in the Melody of Colors. That win by 3. Up second, Catch a Thrill. Close after that. Photos involving Ginger Nut, Road Tiger, and Just Ain't Right in 55 and 4.
It's the New Orleans Invader, number 9, Play On, who shot right to the top and really never faced a serious threat, winning in gate-to-wire fashion under Sean Bridgemahan of Brad Cox and Klein Racing. 3, Catch a Thrill from way out of it for second. This horse has some talent, ahead of number 2, Just Ain't Right, who settles for third. Let's go now to the 10th race of the afternoon, a very nice maiden special weight event at 6 furlongs. A field of 10 signed on. Bettors like number 6, Where Paradise Lay, and number 9, In the Loop.
And they're off. Where Paradise Lay begins well, but so did Greater Cairo, who's heading off for the early lead. In the Loop has speed. Moving out the inside, Hit the Town Running. Also into the top flight goes Clear Blue Sky. Out wide on the course is Zaya. Gap of 3 to Blameless with Kid Bourbon and My Cadet. And out the back door early is Historian. They speed to the half-mile point. Alvarado wants room for Hit the Town Running, and he gets it and splits horses to challenge for the top. In the Loop is 3 wide. Greater Cairo toward the fence. Back to 4th and Clear Blue Sky. 5th and running home is Where Paradise Lay. A gap of 2.5 to Kid Bourbon, then Zaya. The rest will have to hurry up. Less than 3 furlongs to go. 22 and 2 for the opening quarter speed. From between horses, Hit the Town Running. 3 wide. In the Loop is back for more. And now In the Loop starts to get serious and takes a clear advantage. Into the clear. Here comes Where Paradise Lay. From the back in Kid Bourbon as they wheel home. In the Loop has the lead. Where Paradise Lay is second. Kid Bourbon into the clear and launching a late bid with 1/8 of a mile to go. Where Paradise Lay coming after In the Loop. In the Loop trying to fight him off. Where Paradise Lay pressing past. Where Paradise Lay. In the Loop is kicking. In the Loop. Where Paradise Lay. In the Loop. In the Loop just needed somebody to look him in the eye, and once he got that, he turned him away and won 11 flat. Where Paradise Lay second and Kid Bourbon third.
The 2 favorites put on a heck of a horse race to start the late pick 4 as number 9, In the Loop, turned away the challenge from Where Paradise Lay, getting the victory in career debut under jockey Irad Ortiz Jr. for Jorge Duarte Jr. and Colts Neck Stable. Second, number 6, Where Paradise Lay, and third was number 5, Kid Bourbon. Let's go now to the 11th race of the day. It was the feature race of the afternoon, the Grade 3 Howell's Hope, 28th edition of this race, a 1-mile event for $100,000 in guaranteed purse money. Scratch number 4, Wild Shot. Favorites were 3, Breaking Lucky, and 7, Coppertown.
Racing in the Howell's Hope, and a bobbling beginning for Coppertown, and now he's bounced around. So Coppertown slow into stride, but he's moving into high gear now. He'll challenge Quip for the lead. Out wide on the course in Prince Lucky, back at the inside and Breaking Lucky. He's sent along here by Louis Size. He wants some forward position. The pace is quick early. Then it's the almost white Mr. Jordan, who's racing in 5th, 4 clear of Fellowship. Then Sir Anthony and Tale of Silence is last. The opening quarter, quick enough, 23 seconds flat. From between horses, Coppertown has a neck on top. Quip is second toward the rail. Prince Lucky a 3 wide third. Breaking Lucky is 4th behind the speed, racing 2.5 lengths off the lead. Back to 5th and Mr. Jordan. 5 more to Fellowship. The 2 lingering at the back, Sir Anthony and Tale of Silence. The opening half mile was racehorse time, 45 seconds flat as they round the far turn. Prince Lucky bidding up 3 wide at Coppertown up front. Back at the inside, Quip begins to drop back. 4 clear of Breaking Lucky, who's passed inside by Fellowship as they run to the top of the stretch. Coppertown, Prince Lucky, Pletcher horses kick on with it as they move to the top of the stretch with a quarter of a mile left to go. Johnny V hasn't moved his hands on Prince Lucky. Toward the inside, Castellano working overtime on Coppertown after 3 quarters and 109-1. They wheel in. It's a Pletcher showdown with 1/8 of a mile to go. Fellowship tries to spoil the party with a late run down the stand side, but Prince Lucky is winning the battle with Coppertown, and he's going to win the House Hope. It's Prince Lucky and John Velasquez moving clear in the end. They'll win by 5. Second, Coppertown. Quip is third. Up fourth was Tale of Silence and a picture over Sir Anthony. Then Fellowship, Mr. Jordan, and Breaking Lucky wound up last in 134-4.
Todd Pletcher with a 1-2 punch in today's 11th race as number 9, Prince Lucky, beats Coppertown to the wire and does it in very nice time and a pretty impressive run, all things considered, from this son of Corinthian under John Velasquez, who gets his second winner of the day. Todd Pletcher gets his third training victory of the afternoon, and Daniel McConnell has a nice horse on his hands, Prince Lucky, a graded stakes winner. Second, number 7, Coppertown, and third was the 5, Quip. Time for a commercial break. Still some stakes to come. The Texas Glitter is right after this.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Back now for race number 12 on the program. 5 furlongs over the turf. 3-year-olds of the stake variety. They run in the Texas Glitter Stakes. A field of 9. The favorite was the 5, Stand Up.
And they're off in the Texas Glitter. Never Have I Ever and Yes, I Am Free. They're the first two out, while Stand Up is back to last. On the outside, Gladiator King takes third. Our boy Bodie is racing from fourth. Back to fifth and running for Riz. Then comes Crosstown Shootout, racing ahead of Half Shot, who's third last. Stand Up is second last, and Jackson is last of all as they speed to the far turn. Less than 3 furlongs to go. The pace is hot and heavy. Gladiator King on the outside. Never Have I Ever is toward the inside. Racing in third is running for Riz. Now racing from fourth, it's Yes, I Am Free. Where's Stand Up? He's still an awful long way behind. He's trying to get him rally going here with a quarter of a mile left to go. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Gladiator King comes away with the lead. From the back, it's running on Jackson, not the favorite Stand Up. Jackson's the one who's erupting late. Final 1/8 of a mile. Jackson in the red blinkers tries to get to Yes, I Am Free, who just took the lead. Yes, I Am Free with the win. Jackson is second. It's closer for third, either our boy Bodie or Gladiator King in 56-1.
Number 4, Yes, I Am Free, makes it 2 for 2 in his young racing career, getting the stake score and doing it from a bit off the speed. As Irad Ortiz Jr. gets the hat trick on the program, this one for Mark Cassidy and Gary Barber. Number 2, Jackson, closed a ton of ground to get up for second. Meanwhile, the 5, Stand Up, was never around. To the 13th and final race, a nice field of maidens on turf. 1 mile the journey. These are special weight runners. Scratch the alternates 13 through 16. A field of 12. The favorite was the 3, Delta's Kingdom.
And runners away. Slow into stride, both Dolores Westworld and Heart Doro. Quick into stride was Comfy and Cozy, but up to challenge is Dearly Declared on the offensive early, passing out as 3 wide to the first turn run. Down at the inside races Denny's Grace with Delta's Kingdom in the 2-path. Out wide is Comic City in the Juddmonte color. She's 3 wide. 4 wide goes Marwood's War. Saving ground toward the inside is What Does a Shark Say? Johnny V has her about 5 or 6 lengths behind. Followed out wide by Piercing Star, then A Bridge Too Far. Second last early is Heart Doro, and Dolores Westworld is last of all as they turn into the backstretch. Comfy and Cozy is exactly that on the lead through an opening quarter in 24-1. On the hip of the leader is Dearly Declared, racing from second. Up on the outside, passing out is third. Danny's Grace is at the rail, racing in fourth. And the 2-path fifth goes Delta's Kingdom. Then it's the Juddmonte horse Comic City, who's 3 wide while racing only 3 lengths off the lead. Out wider than her is Marwood's War. Back at the inside and A Bridge Too Far with What Does a Shark Say? 3 wide goes Piercing Star. The back markers remain Dolores Westworld and Hart Doro. Opening half mile was 49-3, less than 3 furlongs to go. They've got to go get Comfy and Cozy and Nick Juarez. They've been in front from the outset, and they lead the race by a neck. In the two-path second goes Dearly Declared. Trying to get underway from the back is Comic City as they wheel in with the lead. Comfy and Cozy by a length and a half. In between horses, Dearly Declared loose and charging. Here's Delta's Kingdom down the center, and Passing Out is up for the lead. It's Passing Out and Jose Ortiz for the front. Passing Out is clear, and Passing Out will do it at first asking. Second, Delta's Kingdom. Third, Comfy and Cozy. Then Dearly Declared and Comic City. 137-2.
Number 8, Passing Out, completes a grand slam for winning jockey Jose Ortiz as the Daughter of Orb is ready to roll first time out for Shug McGahee and owners Phipps Stable and Stuart Janney III. It was a good run from number 5, Comfy and Cozy, to get third as Dearly Declared hung around for a slice with Delta's Kingdom charging hard. Multiple winning tickets in the Rainbow Six, carryover in the Rainbow Six, going forward, more than $200,000.
That wraps up this Saturday afternoon, but we won't be gone long. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Sunday. We have 13 races on tap again for another great day of racing to wrap up the week here at Gulfstream Park.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.